I'm Julie from screenfish.net. How are you? Good. Okay, so Simulant is a sci-fi fiction piece which raises some really real questions about technology and artificial intelligence. And I know you were also in some episodes of The Handmaid's Tale, which is another fictional world, but isn't terribly far off from our current reality. So I'm just wondering what you think we can learn from these fictional worlds.
Well, yes, it is very relatable in today's age. I think the conversation will be had. We are all faced with grief and loss at some point, unfortunately. Even with pets, it can be very hard. So that question of, would you replace your lost one with an android or some sort of clone AI simulant? And then watching this movie, maybe you'll have a deeper understanding of what your answer might be.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And although this is probably a difficult question, but in a film about sim versus reality, I have to ask, what do you think it means to truly be human?
This is heavy, deep question. What does it mean to be human? I think vulnerability. Yeah. Showing, you try to maybe, being vulnerable with people. Sometimes it's good to have your guard up, but letting your true colors show sooner than later, it'll help you gain better connections with people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Sorry to hit you with all those before the evening really begins. If only I could take credit for it.
If only I could bring that everywhere.
Right. My name's Julie from screenfish.net.
Thanks for supporting the film.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You're fine. You're totally fine. So Simulant talks about coexisting with technology. What do you think that means, and how can we incorporate that into our current reality?
I think we already coexist with technology because I feel like nobody is actually looking each other in the eye anymore when we're waiting for the bus or while we're waiting in a line. There used to be these magical moments between people, these little sparks that would inspire me as a director, watching people connect and human beings interact, especially strangers. There's something magical about that. And I feel like with all of these boxes and distractions, our mind is becoming more numb, we're becoming more removed, more isolated. And that future terrifies me. I'm a huge advocate for humanity and the beauty of the world and the beauty between connections. So we'll see what happens.
No, absolutely. And do you think it's possible to love technology, or is that something that's exclusive to humans?
My husband and I have this argument all the time because in the movie Her, what he was going through, the main character, was truly a relationship with an AI bot. And who am I to say that wasn't real? Did I say, no, it wasn't real? Please allow him to be with a real partner and connect to the imperfections that make us human, because I really find if you can program a person to become this perfect human being, you're never really living in a real life human being who has flaws. We have mistakes. We make huge mistakes. There are terrifying events that happen. And how do we find the solutions to get through that together? All of those things feel like to me very human driven, but who am I to say falling in love is impossible? I think it already is what's happening right now.
Do you think there's dangers in that, or would it just be what you were mentioning about, lack of flaws and things like that?
It absolutely terrifies me, like I said, because I think we'll lose connection between human beings and each other. Although in the film the theme is we can coexist and be peaceful together, maybe there are people that are lonely and have so much anxiety they can't connect to another person. And for those people, I pray they do find love with AI and find a connection if they are lonely and can't get out there and can't connect to a human being. But I also feel like that's the journey of being a person, is getting out of your comfort zone and finding that unique other person or other half that you can connect to, whether it's friends or intimately, whatever that is. It's like a very big question, hence the movie.
I know, absolutely. I feel bad for everybody I'm interviewing today. All the questions are really deep.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I really
you so
appreciate
much.
that. I'm sorry, they're not mine. Don't blame me. Yes, go for it.
Like that. How's
okay.
that? Still, it's got to still
Oh,
be
that
in
looks okay still?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
amazing. So what makes Simulant different from the other sci-fi pieces that you've been involved in?
God, I've done so much sci-fi. I'm sure you could find similarities between them all. But I think what's really cool about Simulant is that it is very subjective. I mean, April and I agreed about a lot of things in the movie, but also disagreed. I mean, I said I would make a simulant, a sim of my wife if I lost her in a way where I wouldn't, didn't get to say goodbye. And April was like, I couldn't do that. And I'm sure I would regret it immediately because it would be weird and not her, but I get it. Like, I find Faye's decisions very relatable.
So, a simulant is all about coexisting with technology. What do you think that means, and how can we kind of incorporate that in our current reality?
I don't know what it means yet. I mean, luckily, I don't think we're at a place where we have to try and coexist with AI or technology yet. I think that things like ChatGPT are really cool, but also a little scary. And you've got Elon Musk and other leaders in the field being like, maybe we need to slow this down or stop for a little while. So I don't know. I mean, they know better than I do, but I definitely enjoy technology, so it's tough for me to bash it too much.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much. How are you? Good. So, what makes Simulant different from some of the other sci-fi pieces that you've been involved in?
That I've been involved in. I don't know. Look, I think it's a derivative nature to this film, and I think that's okay because I think these movies keep getting and these stories keep getting told. Because obviously the theme's not getting through, and the theme isn't really about robots versus humans. It's about how we treat each other or treat people that are different. So it's about the prejudices we have. So I hope people take away from this that it's a movie about compassion. Now, I don't know if that's different to any movies I've ever done, but I just like that theme.
No, that's fantastic. This is going to be a bit of a difficult question, but in a film about sim versus reality and humans, what do you think it means to truly be human?
Are we all on that journey? I can't answer that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Take care.